Hello and welcome back. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Today on the channel, we have the first ever Woke Wednesday. Woke Wednesday, guys. This is going to be a weekly series where myself, Menke, is going to watch some woke TikTok videos because it's all the rage these days. And there's some pretty cringe-worthy stuff out there. I don't personally have a TikTok, but I'm going to pull up some TikToks here, some of the best cringe woke TikToks. We're going to take a look at them. Try not to become dumber in the process, and maybe we'll talk about a few things. All right, so we're gonna get right into this. If you end up liking this video, if you like this series, let me know in the comments down below. If you have any other great woke TikToks that you think I should check out on this weekly series, link them in the Discord down there below too. But let's get into this, guys. Let's see. God, I'm not looking forward to this. I kind of am, but I'm really not. Let's check it out. All right, right off the bat, we got this little piece here. No nose ring, no crazy colored hair. All right, I guess we're off to a decent start.
You know when girls walk around thinking they're so hot, it's just like, I am so glad you were able to overcome the patriarchal institutionalized brainwash that makes women hate themselves from a young age in order to capitalize on their insecurities and keep them submissive. You are f***ing hot. To the men who watched my last video and took the time to comment letting me know that men have insecurities too, totally, and I'm so glad you're so passionate about men's rights, and I hope you'll make a video about that, and I'm more than glad to support you. However, that video was for the girls. I never said men don't have insecurities. I never said anything about men.
Real quick, why are we talking about men's rights and women's rights? What rights are there today in 2022? And I'm going to talk about America here. What rights today are there that women don't have that men have? What rights, right? There's no laws, there's no anything preventing this young lady from doing the same things any man out there does. Now, whether or not she wants to do those same things is a different story. This is a bit confusing to me. All right, let's just keep going with this.
At all. And you can still have insecurities and still have more privilege than a woman purely based on gender. Just because something doesn't affect you, aka the patriarchy, doesn't mean it doesn't exist. That being said, if you're a white woman who can't understand how infuriating...
All right, here we go, right off the bat. If you're a white woman, I was just wondering how many seconds it was going to be into this video before race got brought up. All right.
It must be for a white person to tell a black person that all lives matter. Just think about that one.
They do. All lives do matter. I mean, if you're not a piece of shit person. That's how I look at it. It shouldn't matter what your skin color is. Let's keep going.
You can see my nipples through my top, and that offends you?
Really?
I'm so sorry. I forget that men are the only ones who are allowed nipples.
Did she just say men are the only ones who are allowed nipples? Hold on, let's just
I totally forgot. Men and children aren't meant to know that women have nipples too.
Okay. All right. Let's address a couple things. One, I can't see your nipples through your shirt, lady. All right. First of all, I don't even know if you have boobs. All right. I'm sorry. No offense, but there ain't much going on there. All right. I don't know if we got to work on certain pronouns here, what we're doing, but one, there's no nippleage. I can't see your nipples. And two, that regardless, that's irrelevant. Who cares? Number two, I'm pretty sure every child out there, boy or girl, understands that both boys and girls have nipples, okay? I'm just thinking back, in the brain here about when I was a kid, and I was never a thought of mine where it was like, do women have nipples? Do girls have nipples too? I mean, didn't we all suck on a titty at some point in our lives? Like, is this not a thing? What is this lady on about? What is she going on about?
So silly of me. You want to go change? Okay, totally. Counter offer. You change your policies. This is what the patriarchy looks like. Men, women. Now, a lot of men seem to think that when women try to build ourselves up and say we want more rights, they think that instead of doing this, we're doing this. They seem to think we're taking rights away from men so that they're going to be down at our level, when in fact, what we're trying to do is gain rights so we're up at your level.
What rights? What rights? Tell me. Say something other than just nonsense. What rights specifically are you trying to gain to make it a level playing field? What rights are you not afforded that a man is afforded? Like I have yet to hear any of it. Now, again, if she was living in Somalia or something, she'd make a solid argument. But by going by her name here, the queer Kiwi, she's just a lady from New Zealand with some colorful hair who's just pissed because somebody must have said, "Oi, lady, I can see your titties, or your nipples through your shirt. Cover yourself up." And, she got all offended and had to make a TikTok video or some bullshit. I don't know what happened, but this makes no sense. Right now in 2022, if you're living in New Zealand, America, these countries, we're all starting here, guys. We're all starting here. All right. There's no rights afforded to men that aren't afforded to women, or vice versa. Okay. None of that. And if we want to get on the subject of privilege, yes, males have some privileges that women don't, and women have some privileges that men don't. Okay. Men on average are stronger physically than women. That's a privilege, you could say. But women can also do things like bear children, right? It's an amazing privilege. Men can't do that. And before you guys get all like hotsy-totsy on me, the handful of you in the comments that say, men can get pregnant too. What are you talking about? Shut up. All right? No. But yes, there are different privileges that men have that women have. And I don't even like using the word privilege. I think it's more of an advantage, a natural advantage. Women have natural advantages over men. They're typically more sympathetic and caring. And men have natural advantages over women, like we talked about, like strength and like bone density. There's physical things that are different between us that give us certain advantages in certain areas. But there are no rights today in 2022 in America, and I'm assuming New Zealand too. All you Kiwis, let me know that men have. There's rights saying, men, you get this, women, you don't get that because you're a woman. There's nothing like that. I don't know what this lady's on about. I'm spending too much time on this.
You see how you stay here? You don't lose anything by women gaining things. Other people's success is not your failure, all right? Let us move up. By you yelling at us for wanting to be the same as you really shows your oppressive nature and the fact that you don't think we deserve everything that you have. So,
we're yelling at you for the hypocrisy and the nonsense you're spewing. People like her who always have to be a victim. There's never enough. She doesn't want to go out and work those 80, 90-hour weeks to become the CEO of a company like some man that she demonizes because a woman's not in that position. She doesn't want to put in that work. And so she's a victim. Seriously, this is crazy because if she really wanted to, she could do anything she wants to do. All right? But before she even comes up with the idea, she's automatically a victim, and therefore she can't do it, and it's the patriarchy. It's some man's fault. Man, I would hate to live that way. I would hate to live every day thinking that I'm a victim, that somebody else is the reason I am where I'm at. It's a terrible way to live.
Do you want to keep it to yourself? You aren't losing anything by us gaining something. So shut up.
And it really depends. All right? We all might lose something if people like this are trying to pass in silly laws that make no sense just so a fraction of a minority can gain some actual legal privilege and advantage over others.
Things that don't make f***ing sense thanks to the patriarchy.
Oh my God, here we go. We got one of the fucking soy boys of the year. Let's see what this douchebag has to say.
When ladies do not shave their armpits or their legs and occasionally their upper lip, the male species will say, ugh, gross.
Yes, gross.
Dang.
It is.
Meanwhile, in Penis Town, we can have literal pubic hair on our face and it's seen as cool.
But here's the thing. If I have facial hair on my face, which I shaved a few days ago, I gotta clean it up a bit. But it's not cool because men say it's cool. It's cool or attractive because certain women out there find this attractive, right? There's women out there who find beards and facial hair attractive. All right. If women hated facial hair, a lot of them, you wouldn't see men with facial hair because no men would be getting a date. All right. Men grow facial hair mostly because they can pretty well compared to most women. If you ever seen a woman try to grow a full on beard, it's probably going to look a little choppy. All right. Because they didn't got the testosterone for it. And we're not going to get into all the other crazy subjects that could go down that rabbit hole. But really, facial hair? And yeah, I'm sorry. If you got the armpit hair, it's not attractive to me personally. All right. There might be some dude out there that is super into that. And there you go. There's your guy. But I'm allowed to find certain things attractive and things not attractive. Everybody is. And the abundance of certain things that are attractive are what lead trends like growing facial hair or shaving your downstairs. All right? The more other people want to see that, the more people start to do it. Why am I explaining this? This is just so obvious.
Sexy, hip, trendy. Men,
Yeah.
check your watches. Most of us are not on Pacific Standard Time. No, we're on double standard time. But then again,
God.
maybe this makes sense. Perhaps the reason some men are so prone to act like dick is because the same hair that's down there is also up here. Good morning.
Yeah, dude, you needed to fucking clean that shit up. It looks like you have pubes on your face.
I've had my coffee and I'm reading my feminist literature. Well, it's time for a little rant. Stop staring at my nipples, Chad. Did you know there was a study done that just asked women what they would do if men didn't exist for 24 hours? For 24 hours, only women would exist on the planet. You would think that the responses would be something crazy or bonkers. Like own a zoo. I'd fly a rocket across the sky. Set fire to the house of that one toxic ex. But alas, these were none of the top answers. The most common answer for what women would do if men didn't exist was go for a walk at night alone. Following answers were wear whatever I wanted, followed by sleeping outside under the stars. What the actual? Is safety and peace of mind too much to ask for? No!
Okay, I don't know where this survey came about. I really wasn't paying too much attention. But that is the stupidest question. First of all, it's not plausible. It's never going to happen, right? No, disappear. So if somebody came up to on the street and asked me a question that was just ridiculous enough that could never happen, I'd probably give them an equally ridiculous answer. Let's just be honest. This proves nothing. It absolutely proves nothing. It's just a talking point for this fucking douchebag to get on the feminist hype train so he might get laid one day. God, it's just weak. It's weak, man. Weak sauce. That's just weak. I'm done with this dude. I don't even want to listen to this guy.
People often ask me, what right do women not have that men do?
Good question. What the fuck's up with your beard? Bro, even redheads are like, what the fuck, dude? I mean, do the curtains match the drapes, or how's that saying go? Good Lord, why didn't he do his eyebrows? That's what I would. You know what? He should have went full out. Like, if you're going to do it, dude, do it. You know, get the eyebrows done. And hell, I mean, I don't know if you can do it, but you know, maybe get the eyelashes or something, you know? Let's hear what rights are afforded to men that aren't afforded to women.
They point to the law and they say, look, women are equal under the law. Which is great. I'm so glad the law supports women. The problem is,
the law doesn't support women. The law supports... The law is the law. It's not saying I'm supportive of women. I'm supportive of men. The law is the goddamn law. All right? In 2022, we are all equal under the law. Period.
culture does not. We're still trying to restrict what women do with their bodies, i.e. abortions. Media still sets an unrealistic expectation of what a woman should look like.
First of all, without getting too deep into the abortion thing, the anti-abortion stuff is mostly just anti-killing babies. All right, and I'm not going to get down that rabbit hole right now, but that's for another video. But he brings up the point of culture. He says we're all equal under the law, but we're not under culture. The only way to change culture is just through natural evolution of culture. Culture just naturally evolves and changes over time. Now, people like this who want to abruptly change that culture or restrict that culture so it better fits them or their ideals, well, they would need to do what? They would need to make laws to do those things, right? Because the only way to restrict certain things or to grant certain privileges is through laws. So people like this want to change laws, even though to him we're all equal under the law already. But now we need to change those laws so that certain people are put above others so that culturally we can all be equal. Which, whatever that even means, who knows what culturally equal means. But this culture nonsense is what's really concerning. People who are trying to abruptly change culture to fit their feelings.
And women suffer eating disorders, and some turn to self-harm because they can't attain what the media says they should be. Also, we still shame women for having sex in the year 2020. So why do I talk about feminism on TikTok? Because TikTok is a cultural tool, and I'm tired of women being treated this way. I want to change.
Treated what way? I mean, I don't know anybody who shames women for having sex. Now, if you're a woman and you're having sex with all the guys, and you know you're having sex with a guy and all his friends and yada yada, then yeah, you're gonna be known to all those guys as a hoe or a slut or whatever you want to call it. And I would hope the same would be true, that if you were a guy sleeping with a woman and all of her friends, you'd be known as the same thing. I think they call it like fuckboy now or something like that. My point is, there's no difference. All right? Nobody wants that in a partner, right? And that's just what it's known as. Nobody's shaming women. A woman has sex with somebody. Oh, shame. Shame. This isn't the 1300s or whatever the hell it is. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. He's upset and he's emotional over nothing.
Change culture, not law. Culture.
Screw your culture. Copyright music replaced with clown music. It's a lot more fitting for this clown. Good Lord.
Hi, so this video goes out to all the boys and the men on TikTok who always wondered why girls go to the bathroom together. I have a few answers for you.
Okay. I'm going to be honest. I'm a little interested. I don't know why. I'm 30 years old now and I still don't know the answer to this question. Why do the women go to the bathroom together? I'm sure she's going to come up with some craziness as to why. And maybe she's right. I don't know. I really haven't asked any women this. So I guess I'll have to rely on the ladies in the comments down below to let me know. But let's see what this lady has. And there's not. I'm surprised. I thought I was going to see more, of the nose ring and the circle glasses on these videos. But see.
Sometimes to help each other with your makeup.
Oh,
sometimes
the makeup.
It's to catch up and talk away from the rest of the group. And
Sure.
sometimes, often even, it's for safety reasons.
Safety?
Yeah,
Oh.
safety.
Wow.
Because sometimes going to a dark bathroom in the back of a bar isn't exactly safe.
Right, what if the bathroom's not dark and it's not in the back of a bar? She said a lot of times it's for safety. So if we're at Applebee's on a Tuesday with the family and, let's say my aunt and her sister go to the bathroom together, it's for safety? A lot of the times? Man, I'm going to have to start digging into this. I never knew how unsafe the Applebee's bathroom could be on a Tuesday. All right.
Or having to walk half a mile to get to the bathroom.
Half
Not
a mile?
exactly safe.
Where the hell is this lady living that she has to get up from her dinner with her friend to walk a half a mile to go to a bathroom? Damn, lady.
So, if for you, the idea of going to the bathroom, even if it's like a bathroom behind a gas station at night in a sketchy area, is something that just doesn't seem dangerous and it blows your mind that it is for some people, you're privileged.
Okay, let's just say, even as a man, and I'll say as men, we are a little privileged. The fact that we can draw in the snow, we can dangle our bits and do fun things with our pee. That's kind of cool, right? As a guy, most women can't do that. I'm sure there are some who perfected the art, but you know what? I'll give them that. We got a little bit of a privilege with our wee being able to wee wherever we want to wee. But still, as a guy, I'm not going to go piss behind a tree, around a bunch of meth heads or something crazy. We got to be smart as human beings. All right, I'm not going to go to the bathroom in a back alleyway, no matter how much I got to go. Okay, I'm not going to risk my safety to use the bathroom, and no woman should either. Right? And now I get it's a little bit harder for women to use the bathroom than men in certain areas if you're outside or yada, yada. But still, there's no privilege. How am I privileged? Because what? Because you have to go to the bathroom with your friend? This is not making any sense to me.
And probably a cisgender man.
Oh, a cisgender now. So if you're gay, it's fine. If you're gay or trans, then you're on the same level as women as far as safety, bathroom safety is concerned. But if you're a cis man, and you know what? Nobody, I don't ever want to be called that fucking name. I'm not cis, all right? I'm a man. I'm a straight man, all right? None of this cis crap.
Okay, so a few days ago, I posted this tweet basically listing off things that aren't funny to be joking about.
Well, depends on who's telling the joke and what the joke is, right? I mean, anything can be joked about if done right.
And while this list wasn't all-inclusive, there was only so many characters I can include in one tweet.
Thank God.
And then this person replied, "The fact that you didn't mention toxic femininity is just seeking female validation."
Ha! This wannabe feminist boy is still getting lit up by the woke people for missing the you can't miss the feminist, dude. What are you doing? God, you just shot yourself in the foot.
Now, I'm not going to go on a rant about that term because that's not the point of this video. So, let's continue. So there are a lot of other replies in that conversation, but this one's important. In case you weren't aware, this is a post about oppressed groups. Men aren't oppressed, women are. Then that person said, tell that to the people who invalidate males who have been raped because they should have enjoyed it. Tell that to the men who are afraid to speak up about the fears for being told to man up. Just because your problems are worse doesn't mean you can invalidate theirs.
I think that's a good point. I mean, honestly, like, so many men from the time they're young, boys to men, are been around for that band, but they're told, you don't just man up, don't cry, don't this, suck it up, be a man, and that's just instilled into men, and that is very true, right? And more men are raped in this country than women, if you include the prison population. But nobody talks about those things, right? And you don't hear men coming up in arms about it and, marching in the streets with their dicks hanging out and fucking rainbow paint all over their bodies because of it. But it's a decent point.
Now, both of those are examples of toxic masculinity, and I was certain that I had included that in my original tweet. So I went back and checked. Yep, right there. And this is just proof that all you want me to do is blame women instead of blaming the system that men created.
Good fucking God. Oh, I wonder if half these guys that, that are this woke and are on this feminist bandwagon, I wonder how many of them are just doing it to try and, get closer to women because they've never been able to, to get close to women. I don't know. I mean, it's some of this nonsense just makes no sense. Like, it hurts my brain. All right, 50 Shades of Che. Let's see what Che has to say.
We as women need to check ourselves to deprogram the misogyny and patriarchy from our own brains. Even the most woke woman needs to do this. Have you ever seen your ex-boyfriend get a new girlfriend and the first thing you think is she prettier than me?
I love how she's trying so hard to do this TikTok thing. I've never done TikTok, but you can tell she's like trying to pause the fucking camera so she can do these like quick edits. That's all I can focus on right now. I don't know. She's talking some bullshit about women need to not deprogram the I don't know. She's just spewing out her ass.
Society has taught women that being beautiful is our most powerful asset. And having a boyfriend in order to get married is the most important thing we can do.
Then why is she wearing makeup? All right, she's what? She's a feminist, right? Why are you wearing makeup? Why does she have lip gloss on and all the makeup on right now? That was her choice to do it. No man told her you have to do that in order to get on the camera. Most men that most men do not care if you're wearing makeup or not. Okay, they care if you're a good person, you're caring, you're nice, and most of the time decent looking, right? Like you take care of yourself. That's what men want in a woman. All right, men want someone who's going to be caring, who's going to be there for them, who's going to be nice, who they think they can have a family with. Men don't care about your makeup. Being a good person, right? That's what men want.
And to value the attention of men. So instead of seeing that new girlfriend as a multifaceted, dynamic woman, we are literally out here competing for below average guys who are addicted to nicotine and porn. This type of social conditioning is seen in movies, particularly Cinderella. Homegirl was a maid until some man came and rescued her.
Oh my God, we're gonna blame Cinderella. So I'm guessing this lady went through a breakup and her ex got a better looking girlfriend who's probably way better than this lady. Clearly, it's probably not hard to do, and she's pissed, right? She's pissed about it, and she's trying to come up with all the reasons why this is the way it is. Why she's out there looking for guys that she thinks are below her standards, and now she's blaming Cinderella, which is freaking hilarious.
By marrying her. Can you imagine if Cinderella was a boy? If he was
Cinderella's
sitting in
a
dark
Disney
dusty cellar
cartoon.
waiting for somebody to come and set him free? That movie would be a joke. But it's normalized if it's a girl.
All right, guys, let's talk about the term female.
Oh,
now,
God.
female is a word that can be used to describe somebody of the female sex. Now, that isn't just humans. That is also animals. So when you say females always be tripping over blank, it could mean anything. You could mean an animal. You could mean a woman, but there's already a word for that, women.
All right, this motherfucker works at Trader Joe's playing the semantics game. Oh my God, bro. Is this the same type of person who is out there saying amen and a woman as they pray? I mean, good God. Like she's trying to make the argument like we can't discern language because if you say female, you could be talking about a chimp or a squirrel.
You could mean a girl, but there's already a word for that, girls. So back to the point that I was trying to make about females meaning any animal. When you call a woman a female, you are stripping her of her humanity. Because in our vocabulary, we call human females women. There's a word for that. It reminds me a whole lot of when people called women bitches, a term for a female dog.
All right, so now we're comparing the word female to the word bitch. To this guy, the word female is on the same level as the word bitch. I mean, how many bananas do you have to stock at Trader Joe's to start thinking this way, dude? Seriously.
And we all understand why we shouldn't do that. Right?
Well, I'm sorry. If someone's being a bitch, I'm calling them a bitch. You're being a bitch, you're being a bitch, whether you're a guy or a girl. I mean, it's pretty clear as day. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to be honest, that was a lot harder to get through than I thought it was going to be. These people are freaking off their rocker. But I think this is going to be a weekly series. It's interesting to see how cringe TikTok can get. And since I don't have a TikTok, I'm going to start watching a little bit of these TikTok compilations every Wednesday, Woke Wednesday. Don't miss it. If you liked the video, hit that like button and that subscribe button. Turn on that bell notification so you don't miss the next Woke Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a great day. Fantastic one. Peace, love. We will catch you later. Cheers.